nitwa ku izina rya Gisagara Paul, nkaba nikorera ku giti cyanjye, nkaba nturutse mu gihugu cyitwa Canada cy'abaturanyi ba Amerika. Ikibazo mfite ntabwo nakita ikibazo, ahubwo nakita gushimangira ikintu. Navutse ahantu bita Igoma, nkaba umuntu ashoboye kubona iyi nyigisho ashize imyaka 20, ikaba yarabaye successful. Nyibone ahantu bita Nyakivara, mukosi bita leadership fast and take, ikaba ishobora kuba yaginyigishi nashoboye kuyigisha abandi, nanjye ubwanjye bwite ingira akamaro. Ariko ikintu ushaka gushimangiraho niki kigirira akamaro wa wundi ushaka kugirirwa kugira ngo kimugirire akamaro. Igihe udashaka ko kikugirira akamaro nta kuntu cyakugirira akamaro. Ikindi navuga ari abantu bakomeje kuvuga abambasaderi, ariko abambasaderi bakuru ni mwebwe muri hano, muteraniye hano kugira ngo mugeze ku bazi u Rwanda n'abataruzi u Rwanda cyari cyo. N'urugero, maze imyaka itari myinshi, ni imyaka 8 mu gihugu cya Canada, nashoboye gukorera akazi katandukanye, ariko naje kwigirira kwihimbira umurimo wanjye bwite. Nkafite company yanjye ikora Canada US, nkabanyitwara n'u Rwanda iwacu bidatwaye igihe kirekire. Bikaba ari n'inyishu kuwaho uzavuga ngo twakora iki ko abantu bari mu muhanda ntacyo bafite bakora. Murakoze, tukaba mbimushimiye kandi namwe mushimiye.
Chris from Oklahoma, willing to host Christian educators and so on. I think the country has Christians. I'm sure. I think the best place, the Christians to Christians would probably get together, and for the country and our education system in the country would be happy to link up with the Christian educators to see how this can be done to the best of the country. So I see no problem. I think the other Christians in our own country and those behind education could easily get behind that to discuss that and see the best value we can have out of that. So that this shouldn't be a big problem. Semasaka, I think Nasur brought raised a very good question. The question was put to you, maybe to leave here thinking of what from here you are likely to do or you want to do based on the needs of your country, and we want to see more of you and more of your resources to bear on the development of our country. So that was a very valid point that was raised and questioned. For Wabukamba, yes, on the issue of books, I think, again, please, the embassy will be, there are ways we can have these books actually transported to Rwanda. There are many ways. And we need these books. So we will make arrangements. The ambassador should be listening to this so that those who have books they want to deliver to the country, we will make arrangements to have these books. It's possible. It's not very difficult, and we need the books. Michelle, for the design of the course at the university, a case study on Rwanda and so on. So, well, the question, the bigger question, the source of courage, I think is a very wide discussion you can have on this. Probably I wouldn't be able to say all I want to say here about it, but we can briefly say, I can briefly say, many times it is, I keep coming to this, it's a question of choices people make and how they have been informed and shaped by the different experiences. And then the decision to take a certain course you want to take in dealing with the many challenges that not only affect you personally, but affect the society in which you live. That may be the source of courage to confront up front the kinds of challenges at hand. But there are many contributors to this that probably you can talk about in detail at some other point. I hope in the course of your shaping and designing this course, we hope we can make ourselves available to make this contribution and beyond for the success of the university and the students there, and also for the benefit of the country that you want to link it with. So I wanted to appreciate that. So, but you know that you are welcome to, and we will be happy, we will be available to make our own contribution towards that. So for Gisagara, I think yashimangiraga, which is good. I think he was emphasizing some good points. I think we took that, we noted that, and so thank you very much. I think before we finish though, Reverend Jackson wants to either raise a question or answer something.
No, thank you. Rwanda is a modern day miracle. Rwanda is a miracle. Rwanda is a miracle. I am impressed beyond words and astonished with the patience and openness and transparency of your president. There are few presidents in the world would be this open, this transparent, this patient, this long, and let you shoot your best shot. Give him a big hand for that. A big hand for that. Open, transparent, shoot your best shot. I wanted to say, to raise just two questions, Mr. President, and one of them comes from over here. One is that when Europe went through a process of war and genocide, we offered to them favored nations trade status. In part, that meant unlimited access to the American market. So even today, and I think we buy maybe 500,000 cars a year from South Korea, they buy maybe 700 from us. It's even one way, it's so favored. So we make available to them unlimited scholarship access for their children. We made available to them 50-year loans at 2% government secured. So the issue of trade status and market, that's one side of my concern. The other is, what can all these talented Rwandans do? I meet them all around the world. One thing that has worked very well for Israel, for example, is building a Bonds for Israel movement, where even the children or their parents can buy bonds to invest in Israel. There must be some way where all these talented persons who are, because you're so talented and doing so well, whether you're in Canada, the U.S., the Caribbean, want to invest in Rwanda without necessarily moving back home. In fact, buy bonds for Rwanda. And some of the investment banker types have the capacity to set up such an arrangement where people can literally buy and invest in Rwanda and do so forever. Thank you very much.